Number one. Number one, Skyrim. This is a game that I'm also let's playing, and it's a game a lot of people don't like putting on their top 10 because they think, oh, everybody's putting on their number one spot. Everyone thinks this is the best game, but I am a legitimate Elder Scrolls fan. I have been since, well, to be honest, I've been an Elder Scrolls fan since 2006, but I backplayed. I've played Daggerfall. I've played a bit of Morrowind, well, about 20-25 hours. But the game I've most played has been Oblivion. I played it on the PS3 for many hours, hundreds of hours. Played it on the PC for mods for another hundreds of hours, and then I got it on Steam and let's played it for about 40 hours. So yeah, Elder Scrolls is... Oblivion's probably my favourite game of all time, and this is my favourite game of 2011. The Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim, of course. It just met every expectation for me. Some people say it's a crappy port, but I don't agree with them. There are a few bugs, but nothing game breaking for me. It looks amazing to me. I don't see what they're talking about. They're just people who don't like to go, like I don't like to go with the masses either, but it's obvious. It got Game of the Year, and not for that reason did I choose this game, but as I said, I'm a legitimate Elder Scrolls fan. Even if this wasn't popular, I'd be saying it's my number one game because it is. It's not because it's so popular. It's not like so many people say it's a bad port, like I said already, but mods fix that. But I think Bethesda did rely a bit heavily on that oh, the modders will fix this, and indeed they did, and they will, but I don't think they should have relied so heavily on that. That's one downfall of the game, but for me it's played pretty damn smoothly, I'd say. The fact that it was locked down to 2 gigabytes of RAM didn't make sense. I mean, what the hell? 2 gigabyte of RAM was like, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, people were using that much. And now it's like, I have 16 gigabyte of RAM, and you're only using 2 gigabytes of that, what the hell? But there's a fix for that. You can download the 4 gigabyte thing that allows you to use 4 gigabytes of RAM, or more. And also the QD inventory, which just changes the inventory so much and improves it so much. I mean, that inventory was terrible. That's one thing I didn't like about the game. But the scenery, some people say it's bland. It is, to a point, but I mean, it is Skyrim, it's Nord, it's gonna be snowy, it is snowy, but I love the mountains, and the rivers are amazingly beautiful, and the waterfalls, and the fish in the water. I love the fish in the water. They actually got that from, they actually took a lot of things from mods and implemented them in the game, which was good in my opinion. They took stuff like deadly reflexes and implemented it, and alive waters, like you see the fish in the water now, but you can actually catch them, so they raised the bar there. I like that you can just wander about and chill out. Like, how many games can you do that in? There's ultimate freedom in this game, and unlimited quests apparently, but the set quests are very good. They're very well laid out. The only thing I don't like is, I suppose, the NPCs are too friendly. Like, they keep saying come on, come on, come on, especially in the first part. The guy keeps telling you to come on, even though you're looking around trying to get your burns about you, because you've just been released from your shackles. So you're looking about, you're trying to see what does what, you're trying to sort out different things, especially with that god awful inventory, or the interface, sorry. Well, you can change that with QD inventory, and it makes it so much better. And you're trying to loot things and he keeps saying come on. That can get very annoying, but other than that, I like the addition of the dragons, the fact that you absorb dragon souls, and the shout system is very good. I don't know whether I like it as much as Oblivion, because Oblivion, I suppose it has things Oblivion doesn't have, but certain things Oblivion had I preferred that Skyrim doesn't have. But I'm talking about top 10 games of 2011, so let's just stick to that. Graphically, looks beautiful, beautiful, absolutely. You can especially see it if you go. I like the map, like you can. It's just like a scaled down, like a helicopter view of the whole of Skyrim, and you can see locations from there. But if you turn off, this is why I love PC, because you can use console commands and you can fly up in the air and look down and take some amazing screenshots and amazing shots, and you can make some really nice machinima. But what I'm really looking forward to in Skyrim is what's next. Like, what DLC content are they going to come up with? They're saying they're going to come up with expansion packs, like old school style, which will be better in my opinion, because you get more content. It feels more like a real addition to the game, whereas DLC content can be sparse, like little things, like little hubs and stuff, which doesn't really feel substantial to me, whereas an expansion pack is properly substantial. The scale of Skyrim is nice, it's not too big. It's about the same size as Oblivion. I like the Daedric quests, are very good. The Dark Brotherhood, they did that very well also. And the magic system is very good, although as you get higher up in levels, it gets less effective because your mana pool drains faster because of more powerful spells. But I like it was a bit awkward at first numbering the spells, but once you learn how to, you can just cycle through them with your number keys, which is good. And quickly select the spell. The only thing I don't like, I keep saying this, I think I've said this before, but like if you have a weapon on your right hand and a weapon on your left hand, and then you select two fire spells, like 5/5 is your fire, and get 2 fire spells out. And if you have your weapons bound to 1 and 2, if you hit 1/2, it'll get the first weapon out in your left hand, or is it right hand? Yeah, I think it's right. And then if you press 2, you'll get the other weapon out on your right hand as well. So you'll still have the fire spell in your left hand, which I really don't like. I wish there was a fix for that, or a way around that. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but it's quite awkward. I wish they'd address these things. Maybe they have updated it by now, but maybe there's a mod for it. But I think the best thing about the game, as in most Elder Scrolls games, is the scenery. It's immense, it's immersive, it's beautiful. Like Oblivion at first was just... The thing about Skyrim is it's quite a lot duller than Oblivion was. Oblivion was very, 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 very colourful, so it's kind of a contrast to that, which is nice. It's more sort of, like I said, especially in the faces, they're more Morrowind style, more gritty, realistic, hardened, which kind of suits the Nord style, because it would be that way up north, cold, hard life, you know. So it makes sense in that respect. I actually like the perk system. I think it works quite well. They actually took that from Fallout 3 and implemented that into the game. Don't like the fact that they can't kill children, although I am evil. But there is a mod for that, killable children. So yeah, basically any problem Skyrim has, there's a mod for that. That's pretty much the bottom line, which is why Skyrim's so good, because of the modding community, which is why Elder Scrolls games are usually so good. Well, I think without mods, the best game is Oblivion, because maybe it's just because I forget about the problems it used to have, and maybe they fixed those problems later on, which is the same thing that will happen with Skyrim maybe. But the interface in Oblivion was so much better. I just preferred it. Like, you could look at your guy instead of looking at the item. I wanted to look at it on my guy before I actually equipped it. I like the fact there's a lot more items in Skyrim. I like the Daedric artifacts are very, very nice. I got the Mesa Moloch Bal. That's the only thing I've got so far. I like the fact that they included marriage, kind of like Fable. You get married and I think you can have kids. I'm not 100% sure, but you could have kids in Fable, so I'm pretty sure you could, and you can in this. And apparently you can have pets, but I haven't seen that yet. I don't know if it's only Dunmer, or was it Dunmer, or one of the elf classes, one of the elf races, sorry. I like the companions, although they can get in the way, which is kind of annoying. But it's nice that you can store stuff in them. So you don't have to store everything in a house. You can store your most valuable possessions in your companion. Although if they die, that's kind of a bummer, because you have to take all that stuff out. And usually if you took all that stuff out, like I'd usually be quite close to over encumbered. So if I took all that out, I would be over encumbered. Although the nice thing about it is that enemies seem to stop attacking your companion whenever they get to very low health, and they go down in one knee and they say, "Oh no, please don't stop shooting me, I submit," or whatever, and they start attacking you instead of the companion, so they don't kill the companion, which is nice that they added that. So it kind of makes it unrealistic, I guess, but maybe, I don't know, most people, would they stop shooting at someone that was shooting at them when they said "I submit"? I don't think so. I mean, like bandits and stuff, they would just be cutthroats, would they not? But it's nice for the game because you don't have to take your stuff out of your dead companion. Although if they get in the way, which they did in my Let's Play, they got in the way and I actually slashed them to death by accident because they got in front of me. And I was trying to slash the bandit and I killed them and I had to reload. That was before I realised that enemies don't kill your companion. They stop attacking the companion whenever it gets down to, like, what is it, 1% health or something. And I haven't even scratched the surface with Skyrim yet. I like the fact that there's werewolves in it, like in Morrowind we had the werewolves. The questline was quite hard, especially, well, I suppose the fact that there's no level scaling, I really like that, because it's like as you scale up, you will become more powerful, you will feel more powerful. That's what I like. I love feeling powerful in a game, like I've achieved something. Whereas in Oblivion you never got to a point where you're completely overpowering things. But in Skyrim you will get to that point once you get up in the higher levels and you're fighting things lower down. It kind of goes, it generally goes, the higher up a mountain you are, the more powerful the enemies are. So if you're lower down a mountain, you're higher level, you're going to be completely overpowering most things. Whereas if you're higher up and you're lower level, you're going to be completely owned. Which is what happened to me with the werewolf, because I was like level 10 and I was fighting that Cinder or whatever his name was, that werewolf, and I got completely emptied, like one-shotted, which is really nice. But then I went back at like level 25 or something and I completely wiped the floor with that guy. I came back with 4 companions though. I had Lucia and LeChance. I love the fact that they included some old Oblivion characters like Malik the Liar, Lucia and LeChance in ghost form, and they made references to previous games, which is, it's good for the lore, it's good for the immersion. So yeah, I had Lucia and LeChance. That dog, I love that dog. What do you call him? Yeah, the talking dog, Bolo or something. I can't remember his name. And I had Lydia, my companion for defeating the dragon in Whiterun, I think, for being the Earl of Whiterun. A reward from the Jarl, sorry. So I had like 3 extra companions plus me. It was 4 people, and we pretty much destroyed him, which was surprising. I was like, wow, I'm so much more powerful than I was at level 10, even though I had 3 companions with me, so that was obviously helped me a lot also. Yeah, that's it for my top 10. I don't really have anything else to say. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and as always, have a nice day.